What's up, guys? Sarus here, and welcome to the Vanishing of Ethan Carter. Now, I've been wanting to play this game for a long time. I actually played it last night, which would be my Monday night. But unfortunately, my webcam decided to record absolutely nothing of myself, so there was gameplay, just no me, which I hope is why you guys come to the channel for the games and also for me. But yeah, that was a thing, and it pissed me off because I played the game for like over an hour and it was so much fun. So I get to play this game all over again, so that's why there's a continue thing right there. The only reason there's a continue is because there is an hour's worth of saved gameplay right now. This is a long game, so this is going to turn into another series, so now I've got like 5 series going on, even though I just finished Only If, so this is kind of replacing Only If. But yeah, let's see if we can actually get this to fucking work. God, I hope I can get this to fucking work. I hope that it continues to record. So let's get started, shall we? Are you sure this will overwrite your previous guess? Fortunately, I know what I'm doing now, so that we'll be able to go a little faster. Okay. I didn't read that.
Ethan Carter, I didn't know. But he knew who I was. When the police won't help you, and the priests don't believe you, you call on Paul Prospero. You call on me. If you're a kid like Ethan, you're right. Plenty do. Ethan's letter started out just like any other fan mail. But soon there were mentions of things no little boy should know about. There are places that exist that very few people can see. Ethan could have drawn a map. I hadn't entered Red Creek Valley yet, but already I could feel its darkness reaching out for me. Finding Ethan Carter wasn't going to be as easy as knocking on his door. I was too late for that. To find Ethan, I had to figure out what this place was trying to hide from me.
Okay, this is such a cool game, by the way. And it's open world, but it's not open world at the same time. There is a barrier, you know, you can only do so much in the game, and I know that I'm gonna get scared again at some of these jumps and everything because there are traps in this game, especially in this beginning part. And see right there. Okay. You can sense things too. This is so cool. Okay, so there's that. Which means, isn't there supposed to be like another one over here somewhere? I thought. I don't know. But see, like, there are some rocks you can climb over. Not all the rocks you can. There are barriers to this game. This is a very pretty game, by the way. I even tried to up the graphics for this playthrough, so it's a little better. Okay, where's the other one? Where's the other one? There's supposed to be, like, another one that's... There it is! Yep, see, that just came right around there and tried to smash my brains in. Alright. So this is a detective story. You're sort of trying to figure out what happened to this kid, Ethan Carter. And I'm not quite sure about the detective himself. I feel like he's more of a paranormal detective than anything else. Still, really, really cool storyline. And there are a couple jump scares in this. There's another one. That was not cool. Look, that's dangerous. Okay, so we're seeing more of it. So we're seeing kind of a grassy plain with lots of rocks, some trees, very gloomy. I'm going to show you what I mean by the beauty of this game. If I can get over these fucking rocks, thank you. I'm going to show you just how beautiful this game is. So we're going to come out here, and you're going to see just how incredible this game looks. Now, you see, there is an invisible barrier where you can't walk. But look at that. I mean, look at all the detail. Even the plants are very, very detailed, right down to the leaves. The people that created this clearly knew what the hell they were doing. The pine trees look absolutely amazing. And usually with pine trees, it's hard to really make them look that good in a video game from what I could tell. But this, I mean, holy shit, look at that. Look at the color in this game. Oh my god. even the detail in the rocks, it doesn't just look like a copy and paste kind of a thing. Like, they legitimately put color, like real life into these rocks. Like, you would think. The bar, it's just everything in this game, and I absolutely love this game because of that. Even the, like, the smallest things, the plants, if I can remember how to crouch. There we go. And look at that. Yeah, that looks a little, like, flat and everything, but, like, for small plants like that, you look far away, that looks, it looks so realistic. Am I, there we go. Yeah, I was gonna say, am I, like, crouched again? There we go. And this game is so spooky. And it's not like spooky like you're running away from a monster. At least not to where I was at the time. But goddamn, this game is just absolutely beautiful. It really is. And I talked a lot about it in the previous Let's Play I did that you guys are never gonna see. Because, you know, fucking Logitech. I love you, Logitech, but goddamn, you had to just completely screw me over. Look at this. Look how incredibly beautiful. Now there's two versions of this game. There's the original version, which is like actually bigger in hard drive space, and then there's the Redux or the remix version. And it's like the remaster version. It's a smaller file by like a couple of gigs, and they use they really upgraded, I think, the graphics on it, which is the one that I'm playing. And this is just absolutely, it looks like a painting. Now, the one problem I do have, there are a couple issues. Some of the branches, you can tell they're very flat. They do look flat in some ways if you look at them in just the right size. If you look like this, like, oh my god. But if you get close to it, you can see, oh wow, that's a really fucking flat branch. The clouds don't move, but just that scenery alone is absolutely cool. And the way the trees are moving with the wind is really nice. And even though it looks flat, like, you get close to it. And that's really, honestly, kind of cool. And you can tell, you know, when things are supposed to just be seen from a distance. But they put a lot of detail into the things that you do see up close. Like, that's really cool bark on a birch tree. And I know my birch trees, because they're fucking everywhere here in Alaska. They really are. And birch trees that the eye can see. But yeah, this really is a cool thing. And I think there's supposed to be 4 traps, and I got 3 of them. Which means there's one more, if I'm not mistaken. I'm trying to remember. I mean, yeah, I just played this game. Okay, 1, 2... Trap number 3 is over here, right? Yeah, so there should be one more. There's 4 traps. I'm trying not to spoil too much of the game because I've already played it. And I know that's sometimes hard to do when you play a game. Like, eventually things get spoiled, and it's not always meant to be. Like, if it does sound like I'm really spoiling the game for you, I apologize. I'm not trying to, it's just that's kind of how it happens. I thought there was more to it. No, there's definitely more. I gotta find it, though. I gotta find it. It's over here somewhere, isn't it? Yeah. And it, like, comes out of nowhere, so it scares the hell out of you. Come on, where are you? Okay, so the first one is that one. So the first one technically you're supposed to do is that one. And then come over here. And then you hit this one. Yeah, because there's supposed to be one more part to this. I'm pretty sure there's supposed to be one more part to this, like, I don't know if you can call them visions. I want to call them visions, but I'm not 100% sure if I should. And then you got this little flippity trap right here. Now, you cannot see the, you can't see the monocle. You can't see your mouse or anything like that. That's just part of the game. You just don't see it. That's not me turning it off. That's just not being able to see it. So... maybe you can't. Maybe there are only 3. Maybe I'm just, like, lying to you and I don't mean to. But yeah, this game is so fucking beautiful. And you are supposed to go off onto the and follow into the trails and stuff and really take a look at it and just see everything. Like, that's what you're supposed to do in this game. There's so much to see and a lot of clues that you have to find, and it's just such a pretty game. Okay, we've already been here. We've already been here. And again, if it feels like I don't know what I'm doing, it's because I don't think I did everything in the first place when I first played this game. So, and the soundtrack is absolutely incredible, by the way. I love the soundtrack to this game. It's so pretty. It fits the game perfectly. Perfectly. And you guys know how much soundtracks are important to me when it comes to video games. And I took, like I said, I took an awful lot of pictures in my last playthrough, and I might take a few more. Because these are just, I mean, they're fucking painting quality. I mean, if you look at these, it looks like somebody painted these. Some of these, like, scenery shots and everything. It's such a beautiful game. And again, I upped the graphics, so I might be retaking a few pictures just to see what the difference is.
Red Creek Valley seemed like a quiet, ordinary place. I've learned 2 things in my life. No place is truly quiet, and nowhere is really ordinary. Ethan warned me about that. Warned me not to be fooled by what I saw here. He didn't need to worry. I'd worked dozens of cases, hundreds. This would be my last one. Already I knew that.
And yeah, like I said, this game is just so pretty. I like the narrator. He's got like that really old school cop feel to him. Because he says that this is going to be his last one, so you don't know if he's like retiring or what. But, I mean, Jesus Christ. I just can't get over the scenery in this game and the beauty of it. The quality. They put so much hard... you could tell they put so much hard work, and they put a lot of love and dedication into this game. And that scares the hell out of me every time I hear it. Because it's like, oh, the bridge is going to fall and we're going to die. I've played too many games like that. Oh, man. But yeah, I want to show you guys all the beauty and just absolute incredibleness that is this game. And it's not boring. It for some of the slow parts in the beginning, it's slow. I will say that. But it makes up for it. See, you can even see the dust being blown off. Like the dust and the dirt that's collected over this old bridge for a long time. You see like all the individual particles and whatnot being blown off into the wind. And even the rust. I mean, you can see the different spots of rust. They put so much effort into this game. And I love it when indie companies do that. When they put a whole hell of a lot of effort into a game, I think it's absolutely cool. Let's see. Okay, now this is where you gotta kind of move yourself a little bit. There we go. Alright, so we gotta find that crankshaft. It's over by the river. Down there, the river. So we gotta get down into the river. You can actually climb into this. Once it's turned on, you can, once you crank it, you know, you can turn the thing on and off. You can go forwards and backwards. And if you get a little motion sick, that's normal. But still, I just love the controls for this game. And the color palettes that they used for it are awesome. And you can tell when you're at the edge of the game, a lot of the times they put like rocks and stuff and debris in your way so that you can't climb over it. So it looks very natural. It's not just, oh my god, I stopped, I can't move. It's a, oh, I stopped because there's a giant boulder or something in my way. That's why I can't move. They try and make it very believable as to why you cannot move. Or as to why you can't go somewhere. So, and the clues are, not all the clues are like very, very, oh, look at that kind of a thing. And you can only pick up certain things. Look at that! Human legs! And then we come down here. And we find, oh my god, this guy has no legs! Oh, see, yeah. Okay, Fraps does have a thing where there is a possibility that it might lag out the game. Not yet. I guess Fraps has been known to crash this game. It didn't crash it last time I played it. When I played it last night, it didn't crash it at all. So, because of that, I don't think it's going to happen. That's actually the first time it ever did anything laggy-wise. But I don't foresee any other issues because I'm checking my webcam as I'm playing this as well, and it doesn't look like it's gonna lag out at all, and it doesn't look like I'm gonna lose any data or anything, and it's still, see, there we go. And you can actually rotate them. There we go. You can walk here along, you can walk in the water a little bit. You can't swim so far. I don't know if you can swim later on. The water's the only thing where the barrier's just kind of like, oh, you're in the water, but you can't go any farther. So, see, why don't you just go, also, no jumping. You just kind of climb over everything. You don't have to jump to get to where you need to go. Okay, so we are going to come up here. And again, as you can see, absolutely beautiful. They put a lot of heart and soul into this game. And I find that very refreshing, and I really, really like that, especially for an indie game. Okay. I'm gonna come around here. See, because you gotta go around that, because that giant rock slide. We're actually going to run this just so that you guys don't have to go through this whole thing with me again, because like I said, I've already played through this, so I know what I have to do. I haven't played through the whole game, just like the first little bit of it, but this seems like this, it's not going to be a long, like 20 episodes, I don't think, but this is definitely going to be a decent size playthrough, so... And then, voila. Hello, there you are. It's a pineapple grenade! See? Look at that. Yeah. It's a little rusty, too, especially that top. I wouldn't pull this thing to save my life. But they really do make this game absolutely phenomenal. This really is a pretty game. And that's literally the only thing you come up here for is the, like, pineapple grenade. That's it. I know, because I checked all over, and that was the only thing you had to get up here. Like, I have not found anything else you're supposed to get. So, if I'm missing something, for those of you, if any of you have played this game before, if you notice that I missed something in this game, let me know in the comment section down below. And I'll see if I can get back to it. Not always, though, so we'll just have to wait and see. Yay, we're running! Running, 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 running! And... no. Okay, where is... there it is. Rock, 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 rock. Devoid, fresh dirt. Rockety rock, 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 rock. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. It's almost, almost, almost. There we go. Okay, so we have to find a rock. It's over by a tree trunk, which is near a wall full of rocks, and it looks like it's on the right side of the train tracks. Ooh, excuse me. I didn't get a lot of sleep last night. I was too upset. Dried grass. Rectangular shape, rail cart from the bridge. There we go. So what we have to do is we got to use the rail cart. Is what it's all about. So, like I said, these are like visions or something. I'm not quite sure. Gasoline, diesel fuel dropped in a rush. Canister. Okay, and that rock is actually near here somewhere. There it is. We're just gonna run up here back towards the rail cart. We're gonna crank it. We're gonna use it to get down there. Unfortunately, we can't use it for anything else, and I don't know why. And for future reference, yeah, I tried to take it up there, but it didn't do anything, so you just gotta kind of like continuously click, 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 click. There we go. And we enter it. So W is forward, S is backwards. We want to go backwards. I tried forwards in the last one, and it just didn't do anything. Before we do that, I want to see if running over the rope makes it to where I can take some. Now that it's been cut, can I? No. Okay. And there are still 2 severed legs right there. That poor bastard. Poor, poor bastard. Let's get my coffee too. Just gotta sit and relax. Really, that's all that is to it. I don't know why, but, you know, whatever. Whatever floats their boat, I guess. I thought maybe using, like, the pineapple grenade would work, but unfortunately it doesn't. Like, you can't use it. So you can't get over these rocks. What you have to do is you gotta go around. So we gotta go over to the rocks first. I don't know what that did, but it did something. So let's just go around. And I think the first part is just more or less kind of a tutorial thing to really get you used to the mechanics and everything of the game, and like figuring out what you're supposed to do and how you're supposed to do things. And this is a coal mine town, by the way, over there. Oh, excuse me. Ugh. I don't know. I've been sneezing a lot today. I might be coming down with something. I wouldn't be surprised. I've been running myself ragged lately. I've had a lot to do with the holidays and everything coming up. It has just been one thing after another. I was ahead on videos, and then I took a couple days off. I know you guys hadn't noticed. Yeah.
No trains have been through here for a long time. That was part of a pattern. Large pieces of this country were thrown away, doomed to become, and then remain, the worst versions of themselves. Beneath all that rot, dark things grow.
Yes, we're gonna come over here. And you can't do anything with these buildings. I did try, and you just can't. Come this way. And this little town over here and all these mountains in this landscape reminds me a lot of the Cascade Mountains. And if you don't know what the Cascade Mountains are, the Cascade Mountains are in Washington. They're the they are the great mountain range that divides all of Washington and part of Oregon. And it's some of the most beautiful, it's one of the most beautiful, it is the most beautiful place, excuse me, that I have ever been to. My grandparents have a cabin up there, or my grandmother, excuse me. My grandfather died this last couple of months, but...
Hurting themselves. We blame it on compulsion, selfishness, madness. I suppose the idea is, if you name a thing, you can control it. There are things in this world that cannot be named.
But this scenery and everything in these small little coal mining town, it reminds me a lot of living... I didn't really live there. I felt like I lived there because we were there all the time. We used to go up all the time, but living all the way up in Alaska now, it's really hard to go back to the cabin. But being in the Cascade Mountains, technically I always consider that my hometown. The little town of Plain, and Leavenworth, which is a huge like tourist town up in the Cascades. It's a German town because Washington was pretty much founded by Germans. But yeah, it's just absolutely beautiful. And this reminds me of like some of the really, really old towns that you'll see up there, where some of the houses are like completely in shambles and everything, and they're so old. And then you'll see other houses that are still nice because people are still living in those towns. And oh, it's just beautiful. And there's still like dirt roads, and there are some roads that are still like brick as well. Yeah, this just really brings back a lot of memories of living up in the Cascades and just walking around and seeing like all the really old cabins, all the old houses, just all like the old machinery from the coal mines and from the what is it, the rock quarries. Oh god, the ungodly amount of rock quarries that they had up there. Oh, it's just so many memories. But yeah, this just reminds me so much of home. So it's kind of nice to have that, because I really don't get that opportunity. Okay, I'm only reading part of it because the other part's in Latin. I can't read Latin. I used to be able to read Latin, and I used to understand it a little bit, but it has been years and years and years since I've been to catechism and CCD, whatever you want to call it. No. Okay. This seems very demonic-esque, but even though it says Amen at the bottom, I don't trust it. Also, that looks like alchemy at the very top. Okay, I invoke the boneless one, the one of voids, destroyer of ships, excuse me. And he who is feared by the wind, hear me. Grant Minister Folklore. Yeah, I sucked at reading this too last time. Grant Minister Folklore, I wish to make a pact with you to confound my enemies and protect my possessions. Use the doors to confuse and doubt their judgment. Seal their path with falsity and guide, and permit only that who can discern even truth interior to pass. Alien Tegram Vec blah 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 blah. If you want to read that, you can read that. I read that so horribly. And then that shit happens. And then we gotta come in here. Voila, now we're in a different house. It doesn't matter where you go. It's just... yeah, it is so... this is so trippy. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, see, trippy. Trippy as balls. So, we're just gonna completely ignore that now. Oh, and if you hear voices, I think that's more or less him finding out about the past. Because scared the hell out of me last time when I first started. I don't think it's in this house, though. I think it's in the other houses when you start hearing them. There's several houses that you can get into and whatnot, so... you come out here and... oh, look at all the beauty! This is such a great game. I love it. Such a pretty game. Really, really pretty game. 10 out of 10 on the graphics. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And we're gonna get out of this house because this house is creepy as fucks. Fuckers are us. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, I'm not reading that shit again. Fuck you. Okay. So now we're gonna come down here. We're gonna go into that house right there. The one with the red roof. So we just got to runs a little bit. First I'm going to show you why I know that this is a coal mining town. Because if you saw this big giant thing right here, this is a mine shaft. And then with the giant elevator that takes you up and down the mine. So as you can see, boom, that's totally for mining coal. So this is definitely an old mining town. Oh yeah, I've seen lots of those in quarry, like mine shafts and everything all over the Cascade Mountains. A lot of them are abandoned now. But it's really cool to see the buildings and all the machinery and stuff still there. Like they just had to pack up and leave. They didn't even really get a lot of time to do anything else. So first things first, we're gonna come over here. Actually, we gotta go this way. Excuse me. I'm sorry if I'm making you guys sick. It's making me... holy cow. Okay, there we go. Okay, this is where things start getting a little talkity. Okay, here's this. It's just a picture, as you can see. You flip back with. On the day the photo was taken, let's see. Uncle Chad was mean, Dad was sad, Mom was mad, Travis was loud, Grandpa was quiet. I don't know if we have to remember that. I think we will probably not be given a chance. See?
What did you do?
That scared me when I first heard it. I was like, Jesus shit.
Nothing. I found a room, I walked into it, that's it.
Here, so you can see.
You can feel it, right? Something coming from the Vandergrift house.
Yes, yes. What am I actually supposed to feel, my dear good sir? Because I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
You need to talk to your son. He was poking around in the old Vandergrift house again. Said he found some secret room.
Yeah, really? Okay, I will go talk to him.
So... that is a weird picture. There's a bunch of dogs with a horse. God, this house just gives me the creeps, though. I don't see a secret room, though.
Oh, they're getting worse. They keep talking about this thing, this sleeper.
I know. What I don't know is if it's real or not.
And you gotta be careful when you're walking around here, just because if things start to talk, if you leave a certain area, they might stop before the conversation is over.
Travis, leave the boy alone. I see how you've been looking at him.
You don't even know, do you? You have no idea what's going on.
Oh, that was creepy. Almost pedophile-esque. Stay away from the boy. I see the way you look at him.
You have to help us. It's the only way. It wants Ethan.
You're crazy. You've all gone crazy.
Okay. This is a pretty house, though. I think if it was a little spruced up, then maybe it'd be livable. But as of right now, I wouldn't pay more than $1.50 for it.
It's not my fault. I didn't mean for any of this to happen.
Oh, Ethan.
Ethan's family blamed him. Whatever it was he'd accidentally let loose, his family was convinced that hurting him would solve their problems, would soothe their disturbed minds. Whatever haunted the Carters was still here somewhere, in the wind.
I don't know why I can't... On the day the... Okay, yeah, so I can just do that and you can automatically read it if it doesn't look very legible. I guess I could have done that for the other thing, but whatever. Okay, we're gonna walk around here. I don't think there was anything I could pick up around here last time I walked around. No? Nope, I think I'm good. There's a lot of places I can go to, though. Some places are not open yet. They open up over time. So the next place I have to go to is up the hill, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. Yeah, because I reached those two. So I'm just gonna go up this hill. I'm just gonna run it. Because it's a lot easier to do that. So I think I'm supposed to, or is it over here? It might be over here. There it is, yep.
People come here for many reasons. They want to ask me questions about the future. But I can see the future. So it is the past that interests me. If you want to find my house, you must answer the questions I ask of you. Does death bring peace or suffering?
I think it depends on the person.
Would you prefer anonymity over notoriety? Do you feel victory when your words cause
No.
pain?
And those that do are sadistic.
Do you take that which you know you will
I try not to.
return? Is betrayal caused by inequality or
Depends on what the betrayal is. I mean, if the betrayal is based solely on inequality, then yeah, it's inequality. But if it's based on injustice, then it's injustice. Depending on the sin. So you can see that's the witch's hut. You have to read this little... A beautiful woman sat by a river. A witch approached her and told the woman she was to have a child. The woman began to cry with joy, but the joy turned to fear and she could not stop crying. Fear turned to sadness. The woman continued to cry. She cried for months, hardly sleeping, until the child was born. But the crying had aged the woman, and she was no longer beautiful. When he was old enough, the son climbed the mountain to find the home of the witch. He asked her if she could make his mother beautiful again. The witch asked the boy many questions. After hearing his answers, the witch told the boy she had lied to the mother about her child. The boy disappeared, and the mother was beautiful again.
Ethan, the point of life is not to rock the boat. Just try to get along. Stop living in your head. Do something real. That's what people respond to.
Not entirely.
Reality.
A lot of people try to get away from reality. I know I do, every now and again. Okay. Ethan, honey, I'm sorry I yelled at you. I want you to keep this note and read it every time I lose my temper. I don't mean it. I know I got a snake's tongue. You're my little guy, my precious bean. You just gotta put your head out of them clouds, okay? This is a witch's hut, I'm guessing. I don't know. So now... This is about as far as I got, if I'm not mistaken, the last time. And we actually, like, shaved 20 minutes off, to be honest. Which is impressive as fuck for me. Just wondering where else I'm supposed to go. Hello. Oh, is this a graveyard? Yep. These are really pretty, though. Oh god, I'm stepping on the graves. Oh boy. This is a huge graveyard. Right on top of the mountain, huh? Not clearly as the church. Some of these are above ground caskets. I can't even read that. That's Jesus, though. The church seems like it's kept somewhat clean. Okay, so I haven't gotten this far yet. So this is all new to me. Everything from this point on, I think, is going to be new. It is really dark. I gotta... Hold on. I've gotta up my brightness on my screen. Usually I keep it low so that you guys don't see the reflection of my glasses. I know some of this is supposed to seem like dark and dingy for certain reasons and for the atmosphere of it all and stuff, but it would be nice to see it sometimes. Okay, so we're gonna come back out here, and I don't think I'm gonna really be editing a whole lot of this series. When I do play it, I don't feel like it needs a whole hell of a lot of editing. I feel more like it should be unedited just because of the beauty and the aesthetics of the game itself. So I'm gonna just try and do as much decent commentary as possible. And I know I suck at commentary. I get it. I'm not an idiot. I can't open the door, so I can't get in. Okay, so I would need a key for that. It looks like. Even if I were able to get in. And I'm still learning how to, like, really play this game, by the way. I don't know everything. Trying not to step on anyone's graves, because even though it's a game, I'm completely totally against that. These are mausoleums. Oh, these are broken down mausoleums, man. Some of these. I have seen mausoleums. I think they're very, very pretty. Vandergrift. Oh. Ooh. Trowel, mortar, pile of bricks. Work dropped, interrupted. Wheelbarrow. Some of these don't even have names on them. Kind of makes me wonder. There we go. Okay, burnt matches, oil can, spilled oil, round stain, oil lamp? Okay, where is that? I have no idea where that is. You can't, unfortunately, you can't move it, so... I might be in one of the homes down there, or it could be in here? I'm gonna need something to be able to see, because that's way too dark. Okay, so let's... I guess we gotta go find an oil lamp. There's more things to inspect anyways while I'm gone, so... Sign of struggles. Different footprints. No blood trail. Victim killed, wounded. That might be that one guy whose legs got severed. Still, very, very pretty game. Very aesthetically pleasing. In my opinion. Very, very pleasing. Okay. Pretty sure we can't climb up over there. Still, it all looks so natural. This game looks very, very natural. It's very much in its element. Okay. I think what I have to do now is I gotta go back down to the town. All the houses. Which I was gonna say, yeah, it's just downhill. I wonder if there's a way to get down. I don't know, because there's also this. Going that way, but I want to know if there's a way to get down even farther. Because there's that, but then there's also houses over there. I wish I knew what these buildings were. Like, you can't go into them or anything. Oh, there's supposed to be like little work sheds or something. Little storage facilities for like maintenance tools or whatnot. And I would love to get down to those houses in the lower area. And I'll show you what I mean. As you can see, there are houses down there, but I don't see a way to get down there. I feel like you gotta go over here? No. Well, then how the hell... Seems like... you'd have to come in from this way? I don't know. Some of this doesn't make any sense. Over there. so it's gotta be over there somewhere. Looks like there's a trail that goes up through the mountains that comes down there. But it's way off over there, so you gotta... Looks like you gotta start over there, come down. I think that's the only way. So it's back here somewhere, it looks like. And the only reason I'm thinking that is because you see a lot of places like this in the Cascades, so I'm trying to use those skills that I've used to get to different places to really take a look-see and figure out where things are. And I get a lot of those skills from my dad, because my dad, he practically grew up there. I mean, it's his family's cabin. And, so I kind of picked up a thing or two, you know, listening to his stories and everything when it came to him, and learning how he got around some of the areas and whatnot, so... So it'd have to be a separate... It'd have to be farther back that way. Unfortunately, I don't think I can go up there, can I? No. Somewhat. I think only to get to the house, though, is the thing. Yeah. Yeah, it'd have to be farther up that way. Farther uphill. That's where I would have to go. But I don't think I can go there. Nope. Oh, come on. I could easily... I mean, in real life, I could easily climb that. I guess I just gotta go back down and find that stupid lantern. And these are gonna be like 1 hour long episodes. By the way, and again, there's really not going to be a whole lot cut, you know, give or take a few minutes. Just because of how much there is. Okay, there's that. Okay, now where... The lantern be? Would the lantern be here in any way? I'm going to see if I can up the... Does that help any at all? Barely anything. Jesus Christ. So the ominousness of this game is supposed to be very much reality. Okay. Like I said, I don't like making this game... I don't like making bright games. I try to keep them dim enough so that you're not seeing the reflection of my glasses. Because of the kind of screen I have. But, I mean, hey, I guess you gotta do what you gotta do. So, honestly, maybe it's in the other building. Because it's not over here. You can't get in that way. Please tell me I didn't just, like, okay, good. I don't see a lantern. And it shows up, like, yeah, you see, like, the bright lights. It does show you. So I would be able to see it if it came across. Okay, so the lantern's not in that room. This is way too bright because the picture showed it, or the vision, I'm not sure what to call it, but the vision showed it to be in a much darker room. So maybe in the attic? It seems like the Vanderbilt house is like the main part of the subject here. Trying to think. No. Okay, so definitely not there. So let's try up in the attic. Let's see. Also, I did brighten it a little bit so I can see a little better. And I know it's not cheating. It's just being able to see what the game is willing to offer me. Okay. It's using the settings to my advantage. That's what it's called. Not in here. So maybe it's in the other house. Because I don't see... I hate how the music just completely cuts out when you come into this house. That is creepy. But I do not see a lantern. Like, all sound just cuts out. Like, the houses... Like, it just shows how possessed the houses are or something. I don't know. Or how possessed the town is. So let's try... Maybe it's in that house. I don't know. Again, if I'm making you guys seasick, I'm sorry. Or motion sick, whatever. I ain't read that shit. Not again. And it is a little, like I said, it's a little brighter because of the set, because I had to redo my settings, but I mean, if I didn't redo my settings, I wasn't seeing shit. Where is it? Unless it's in a different building that I haven't been to yet. Maybe if I walk down that hill. Because there's another path down there. So let's try that. Let's try seeing if we can go down the hill even farther. Maybe it's down in that area. I don't know. It's worth a shot. Again, though, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Like, the atmosphere and the artistry really does draw you in. There's some more music, so I guess we're going in the right direction.
I've stepped through too many portals, been present in too many worlds simultaneously. Bits and pieces of me stay on the other side, waiting. Whenever I return, to bring parts of those worlds back. Do you know what ghosts are? They're sad, evicted things. Memories without homes.
That's really, really sad to think about. That memories are, or that ghosts are memories without a home. That's really depressing, dude. You see, there's so many different ways you can go. See, there's another building right there. I don't think that's one of the ones I can go into, though. There's a lot of these little small ones, and it looks like they're like electrical stations. Yeah. Let's see. I'm not trying to not be interesting. That's not it at all. And I'm not trying to not give you like boring commentary or something, but I think there's only so much I can do. Then again, I want to try and edit this as little as humanly possible. And not because I'm lazy. That's not it at all. It's just the game is so pretty. I don't want to take away from the game at all. Plus, there's just so much to see in this game. What the hell is that? Oh boy. There's a lot here. What am I supposed to do with that pineapple grenade? I don't understand. And why would there be a pineapple grenade in the middle of the goddamn mountains? And so far I haven't seen anything for me to examine or to take. I might have to get the soundtrack for this game if I can find it. I really, really like it that much. Let's see. Go up this way? Oh, no. Okay.
What do the dead have to say? You'd be surprised by how little they know. The dead can't explain what it means to be dead. They walk down stairs that disappear beneath their feet, headed for some bright blade of memory they'll never reach.
This guy is really fucking depressing. So this is the main road then to the graveyard, I'm guessing? Or is this going all the way around so I can get down to the houses below? Because this is a path I know nothing of. Or, yeah, this is just straight to the church. There's another road right here, though. Will that take me to the other houses? Have I done a full circle? Because that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to see if there was a way for me to get down there, because I have a feeling that there's a lot down there I really need to check out. And I think that's exactly where I'm going now. If I just follow this path, I might be able to get to where I want to go. Or is it going to take me right back to... Did it just take me right back? Game, are you going to dick me over like that? Yeah, you're gonna dick me over like that, aren't you? Yep. Son of a whore! I did all that running for absolutely nothing? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. What's mad is that I love rock climbing, and I know in real life I could easily climb these rocks. Just like, why? I could do it! Let me do it! But it won't let me do it because it's being evil. There's gotta be a way to get down to those other houses. Nope, not this way. So where the hell? Let me go! Let me go! Darn you, edge of the world! Fuck you! Let me go. I hate you. I hate you so much. I'm running into trees now. Just fuck this shit. Fine! Go the way you want me to, god damn it. This is taking so long. I don't know where the fuck I'm supposed to go. Am I supposed to go down this way? God, I don't know. No, because this is exactly where I came from. Yeah. Maybe I have to keep going through those tunnels. Because I couldn't find the lamp. The two buildings that you can go into wasn't fucking there. Alright, well, I'm gonna leave this episode here, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna play a little more of this. I'm definitely gonna continue playing this and showing you guys, because this game is just too beautiful to not show you. I mean, yeah, there is a little motion sickness to it. I will admit it. I am feeling a little bit queasy myself, so I'm gonna stop for a little bit. But God, this game really is pretty. And the scenery is just absolutely beautiful. Like I said, there's a couple things that they could work on, that they could improve. The fact that some of the branches and flowers are very 2D, but looking at it from a distance, you couldn't tell. They look so fucking realistic. The fact that the clouds aren't moving. If the clouds were to move, I think that would be the biggest thing, and that would just make the game absolutely perfect when it comes to its artistry. But I mean, the wind, the textures, everything else. I mean, even the way the grass is moving, the moss in random places. It really is nice, and this really is a nice game, and I can't wait to play more of this for you guys, because this really is a game I've wanted to play for a long time, and the fact that I get that chance now to do it really does make me feel all warm and tingly inside, I guess you could say. Just because, yeah, I've wanted to play this game for a long time, and I finally get to play it now, and it really is a nice feeling to know that you guys want to watch me play this. Just because of how much I love this game, and how absolutely beautiful this game is, and the aesthetics of it, and the fact that it really draws you in, and the sounds, and it doesn't sound all like overly recorded and overly done. It's not like, it doesn't sound like a real, I think. It sounds very natural to the game itself, and the soundtrack is very, very pretty. The soundtrack is totally just makes the game itself. So, again, thank you guys so much. If you like this video, hit that like button, subscribe for more of my videos. As always, I'm Sarus Drake. I love each and every one of you, and I will play and talk for you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye!